I'm Jayla Johnson.
And I'm Evan Sowers. Welcome to the third episode of Troy TV.
What's with the bow tie, Evan?
I just released my new single, Yodelay-hee-hoo. What's with the hat, Jayla?
I just lost 29.2 million followers and opened a Yeezy store in Jackson.
That's funny because I just gained 29.2 followers.
That's funny because I'm Kanye. Poopity scoop, whoopity whoop.
At least I performed at Coachella. Let's get on with the show. If you're into astrology, we go behind the planetarium's new show.
We fill you in on what happened in Syria over the past few weeks.
Having trouble finding a parking spot at Kelly Walsh? We asked teachers and students what our school could do to fix the parking problem.
And it's baseball season in Wyoming. We go behind the scenes of the Casper Legion team.
Let's get to it. 2 weeks ago, April 18th, 2018, President Trump, in a joint attack, launched missiles at a chemical weapons plant in Syria. Troy TV spoke with Nick Arner about the attacks.
2 weeks ago, April 18th, 2018, President Trump, in a joint attack, launched missiles at a chemical weapons plant in Syria. The attack was successful. The attack started at 4 a.m. Syrian time. The countries involved were France, the UK, and the United States of America. The USA used Tomahawk missiles, costing a whopping $1.4 million each. While air defense systems shot down some of the missiles, most of them hit their target. The reason for these three countries bombing Syria is because Syria used chemical weapons on their own people. It is estimated that over 500 people have been affected by the chemical weapons. At least 200 citizens have died so far.
So, Nick, what do you think about the Syrian bomb strike that happened in April?
I think they're great, and it was perfect.
Right?
He did the right thing to do because they're using chemical bombs.
All right. Would you have done anything differently or no?
No.
You wouldn't have done like anything else military-wise?
Nope.
Really?
I would have just sent in those bomb strikes. I would have just sent it.
So what do you think of the people that are opposing the bomb strike?
I think they're dumb and don't know how the world works.
Okay. So do you think that Trump could have used a more appropriate method, like trying to talk it out with them, or no?
No, not with chemical weapons in play.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're very much welcome, sir.
Well, with all that information, I wonder what you think about the matter. Is he wrong or is he right? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely an interesting topic.
Spring has begun and summer is approaching. That means baseball season is here. We asked Casper Legion baseball members about their baseball experience.
Baseball is often called the national pastime of the United States. A sport that was mostly invented in the United States, baseball is considered a big part of the USA's history and culture. Baseball's influence over pop culture can be seen in movies, art, television, news, and more over the years. Casper Legion baseball players have been practicing all winter and have begun playing games for this spring and summer season. We interviewed them for their personal views on baseball.
What is your favorite part about baseball?
Probably just the friendships that you make along the way.
The favorite part about baseball is being with the team and going on trips with the team and getting away from school.
Definitely hitting.
Baseball, it's the greatest sport on earth. It's a lifestyle. It's not just a sport, it's part of your everyday life. I mean, that's what I love about it.
Is the sport challenging?
Yes, just because it's really hard to hit a really fast pitch.
It is a very challenging sport.
A very challenging sport. It's hard to do things. It's grueling on your body, but in the end, it's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely challenging.
In what aspects?
Hitting is very hard, but just practicing helps a lot.
It's the hardest sport to play in the world.
Should it be a school sport?
Not at all. It'd be way too hard to separate KW and C.
Okay.
It should not be a school sport because if you bring like both schools together, it produces like a stronger team to where we can achieve.
No, it shouldn't be a a school sport because together we're better than if we were apart.
Nah, not in Wyoming.
Look forward to seeing these guys in Legion uniform throughout the summer at Mike Lansing
Busy
Field.
summer going to all those games. Be sure to catch a game and head on out to the baseball fields.
Remember the planetarium? Here at Troy TV we do, and we've got a lot to say about it. Our students have gone to the planetarium to interview the staff about their brand new show.
When discussing hidden gems in the city of Casper, some people would mention the sights of downtown, but here at Troy TV, we would mention the planetarium. Recently, the planetarium has introduced a new show known as Cosmology, which they have beautifully crafted over the period of a few years. Today, we asked Ronnie Kennedy about the new show.
Cosmology is about the origin and evolution and ultimate fate of the known universe. The process took a little over 2 years. It was written by a couple of college students and former Kelly Walsh graduates, and they produced most of it using Blender. Some things were done in After Effects, and it was actually narrated by Michael Stevens of Vsauce.
The planetarium is open every Tuesday through Saturday and are showing a wide variety of shows including Cosmology. With all that said, Cosmology is out now only at the Casper Planetarium.
Sounds interesting.
You bet. We should go there on a trip sometime.
When are we gonna plan it?
Anyways, Cosmology plays every Saturday at 8 o'clock.
Kelly Walsh High School has had parking trouble in the past, but with the new building being built, parking has been an even bigger issue. We talked to the teachers and students about how they feel and deal with this parking problem.
Kelly Walsh High School was recently introduced to a new building, and with that, a new parking lot. Then another, then another. But with all those lots and parking spaces, are there really enough for all the student and teacher drivers? How do these drivers feel about the parking situation? Are there people who don't mind it, or are all the drivers angry about being late just to find a parking space? We talked to the students who give their thoughts on the parking experience at Kelly Walsh High School.
If the district granted us more parking, how would you feel?
If they granted us more parking, happy, because the parking sucks.
What are your thoughts on the parking at KDM?
It's garbage. It's not. I have to park in the side streets because there's no room in the actual parking lot.
I think it fits well for our size of our students and our faculty.
Do you think we should have more parking at Kelly Walsh?
I think we should have probably about 100 more spots and then add another 50 to that. So like 150 spots.
I think it would be helpful, but it's not really necessary.
How do you feel about the students parking at KDM?
I think a lot of people don't even know how to park, if I'm being honest. Bunch of hicks hitting each other, revving their trucks up in the parking lot. That's not a school I want to go to.
Well, if you get up early enough to get a spot, then you'll get one.
What do you actually like about the parking at KDM?
Nothing. I don't.
It's at convenient locations to get into the building.
If you could change the parking situation, what would you do?
Make it bigger and no trucks allowed.
Do you park in the designated parking?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
There are some positive aspects of these parking lots, as Rachel said, but do the teachers agree? We asked Ms. Prioli, the ASL teacher at KDUB, how she feels about the parking lots and how she deals with the student drivers.
How do you feel about the students parking at KDUB?
Well, they don't like to follow the rules or wake up early, or, you know, they interfere with the neighborhoods, and it's causing a problem with the city. You guys like to bolt out in front of traffic anytime you want because your car is your car and you have to go right away. So there's safety issues that are the problem.
If the district granted us more parking, how would you feel?
More parking? Aren't they? They're building one right now. The old teacher lot at 8th and Walsh. We have plenty of parking.
Thoughts on the parking at KDUB?
Get here early and you'll be fine. You'll get your spots. We got a beautiful two parking lots, and we're getting a third, and you just get here on time. Wake up, get here on time, and you'll be just fine. So you guys need to follow the rules and get into the spots. and get here on time, and maybe not leave for 50 minutes for lunch. Actually stay. If you stay, then you wouldn't lose your spots.
Many complaints have come about regarding the Kelly Walsh parking lot, and are there any solutions? These issues will keep occurring as more drivers come and parking spots go. Many students have found solutions to the lack of parking, but do their solutions break the law? Officer Maurer gives the thoughts on students parking and how it can be fixed.
What are your thoughts on the parking at KW?
There needs to be more parking, but unfortunately there's different rules, ordinances throughout the city of Casper that affect that parking.
Have there been bigger problems this year with parking?
I wouldn't say bigger problems. We have alleviated a lot of problems in the neighborhoods for parking. This year's probably been the best year as of complaints go in the neighborhood. For the most part, 90% of the kids park appropriately, use parking lots appropriately. There are a handful of students that continuously abuse certain areas of the parking lot that complicates the flow of traffic in and out, either at the beginning of the day or the end of the day. And I would like to see that stop, and they can either park farther away or park in other appropriate spots.
Hopefully the parking will get easier in the future after our school isn't under construction.
Well, it has been a busy couple of weeks.
I agree. I just gained 10 million followers.
I just gained a $15,000 scholarship from Walmart.
The next Troy TV will be May 10th during 4th Walk.
Make sure you stop by the planetarium and Casper Legion baseball games.
Good luck finding a parking spot.
And stay away from Syria.